Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So in the previous session we have seen how to install the Anaconda distribution software to run the programs related to Python programming as well as the R programming. And also in the previous session we have seen how to install the NumPy library. So not only the NumPy library, how to install the library in Python. So whatever the library we require, that library should be installed in Python IDE with the help of pip command. So now from today's session we will see the NumPy library. See, NumPy library. So this library, the name itself indicates this library is meant for the numerical Python, right? So this stands for numerical Python. Numerical Python. So numerical Python means there will be some sort of topics related to our mathematics oriented, right? So that's why this NumPy will provide lot of functions. So all are built-in functions, right? So remember, all are built-in functions. These libraries will be having a lot of built-in functions. Not only the NumPy, whatever the library we are using, everything will be having the built-in functions. So this NumPy will also provide a lot of functions to work in a domain of the linear algebra as well as Fourier transform and matrices. We all know this matrices, right? So mainly it provides the functions to work in a domain of all these three things, right? And mainly this NumPy will provide functions related to the arrays. So we know that the main applications, we have seen these arrays in C programming, and we know that applications of arrays is nothing but the matrices. In order to implement these matrices, we'll go with the arrays. So this NumPy will provide the functions related to the arrays. So here NumPy creates an array called ND array. ND array. ND array means n dimensional array, right? So it will provide different functions related to perform the n dimensional arrays, right? So we'll see one by one. So how to create the n dimensional array by using this NumPy, right? So it also creates an array, that is ND array, which works faster than the list. So in the previous concepts, in the basics of Python, we have already covered the list concept. So the working of arrays, here we call it as ND array, okay? The working of ND array is fast than list in Python. So we have already covered the list. So list can be used for representing the one-dimensional array, right? So which is, I mean, the working of this ND array, which is a part of NumPy, is faster than the list concept. And so how to get the version of the NumPy? So version of NumPy. So to get the version, just go with the statement called print NumPy dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore. So this will give the version of NumPy which has been installed in your system, right? Okay. And most of the part of NumPy was created in C and C++. Most of the part of NumPy libraries are created by using C and C++. Okay, only some portion was created by using Python. So all the major part of NumPy libraries are created or designed by using this C and C++. Right? Now we'll see how to create this array in NumPy. So main thing is it provides functions related to the arrays. So it gives a high performance computing of these arrays, particularly these arrays. Right? Now we'll see how to create the array and how to know the type of array and how to get the dimensions of array and how to create a one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. Right? So here array means ND array. Okay, so in order to create ND array, we have to use array function. Okay, so here in this function we have to pass the parameter as a list or tuples. So we have to pass the list or tuples as a function to this, as a parameters to this array function, which creates this ND array. ND array means n-dimensional array. See, we'll see 0D array. 0D array means creating only one element. Okay, so before going to that, we'll see the syntax. So first of all, we have to import the NumPy. So this is very important thing. So in order to execute the functions available of NumPy, we have to first import this NumPy. So we have to access all the functions with the help of this NumPy. Okay, so I will show you that. See, creating an array, some a is equal to, some variable a is equal to numpy.array. So we have to use the function array. So that should be called with the help of NumPy. So numpy.array, and inside this one we have to pass this list or tuples as a parameters. I will pass list 1, 2, 3. Right? So this will create an ND array of A. Now if you print this one, print A, automatically the result will be 1, 2 and 3. Okay, hope you understood this one. So this is the thing how to create an ND array. So one thing we have to remember, whatever the function we are using here, this array is a function which is available in NumPy library. So whatever the functions we are using regarding this NumPy library, compulsory we have to call that function with the help of this library name. So numpy.array. So in order to use this NumPy, so we can also give an alias name to the library. So alias name. Alias name means alternate name. Alternate name. So we can give an alternate name to the library so that whenever we are going to use the function, we can call that function with the help of alternate name. See, example. Let us take the same example. Here I am giving import NumPy, and this alternate name can be assigned by using the keyword as. So import NumPy as some NP. So most of the websites or most of the material you can find this NP. So NP is it's nothing but an alternate name. So there is no question to use only this NP. We can use any alternate name. So whenever we are accessing this array, just rather than using the library name full, you can use np.array. So that implies numpy.array. Right? So hope you understood this one. So we can directly access the library name to call the functions, or we can give the alternate name by using the as keyword, and by using that alternate name we can call the array. So this is how we can create an array. Now we will see how to create a 0D array, 1D array, as well as 2D array, 3D array. So first one, 0D, that means a 0-dimensional array. 0-dimensional array. So 0-dimensional array means containing only one element. So see, np dot array of some 54. So this create only one element, that is called 0-dimensional array. Okay. Similarly, 1-dimensional array. So it is nothing but our list concept. So here you can pass np dot array of, give a list or a tuple. Okay, you can give a list or a tuple. Say 1, 2, 3. That gives, see, this gives the output as 54, and this gives the output as 1, 2, 3, and this is nothing but array of 0D elements. So simply we can say an array of 0D elements. That means individual elements, we are calling it as 0-dimensional array, right? So array of 0D elements or 0D array will give this 1D array. Now similarly 2D array. So 2D array means np dot array. So 2-dimensional. 2-dimensional means we have to pass two lists, sublist. Okay. See, 4, 5, and 6. Or you can see, you can go with the tuple also. Okay. You can go with the tuple also. So need not worry. I will show you everything by executing in the system, right? So this is called a 2D array. So here we are having 2 dimensions. So sublist. So this we can say array of 1D arrays, right? Simply we can say array of 1D arrays, right? Next, 3-dimensional array. It is nothing but np dot array. Take two sublist. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is one sublist, comma. Take one more sublist, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. This is one more sublist, right? So this is one sublist and this is one sublist. So like this we can create this 3-dimensional array. So we can define it as array of 2D arrays. See, this is the 2D array. Here we are giving two elements of 2D arrays, two 2D arrays. This is one 2-dimensional array, this is one 2-dimensional array. So like this we can create the n-dimensional array. So now the question is, so how to know the array, the given array is which dimension? So for that we have to know the dimension. Dimension means level of depth of array. So array depth. So this can be calculated by using ndim. So the word called ndim, which gives the n-dimensional, I mean what type of dimension the array consists of, right? So this one, and also type function. This type function is used to tell which type of data the variable consists of. So it gives the type of object assigned to the variable. Okay, so here we are taking some, see, so a is equal to np dot array of some 54 we are taking. So this is the variable a. So it gives the type of object which is assigned to the variable. So here we are assigning nd array, right? So we'll get the result as nd array. The type will give the nd array, right? So hope you understood this one. Just a basic how to create the nd array and how to create the dimensions. So 0-dimensional array, 1-dimensional array, 2-dimensional array, and 3-dimensional array, and how to know the dimension of that particular nd array. So once again I am repeating the things. So NumPy is a numerical Python. It provides the complete functions of to work in the domain of the mathematical oriented concepts like linear algebra, like Fourier transforms and matrices. The major thing is arrays concept. So this NumPy is used to create an array object in order to work faster than the regular list. So list we have already covered. So in order to make fast execution, we will move on to this ND array. So here in NumPy, array will be represented as ND array. ND array means the n dimensional array. So we have to create the ND array, we have to assign the values to ND array, and we can know the dimension of ND array, we can know the type of the particular object assigned to the variables, and then in the coming concepts, in the further sessions, we'll see the indexing, slicing and all the related functions which are going to be work on this ND array. Right, so hope I will stop here, and hope you understood this one. So we'll move on to the interpreter, and I will show you the creation of ND array and the working of n dimension and type function. Right, let us move on to the system.
So just now we have seen the introduction to ND array in NumPy. So we'll see how to create that array in NumPy. So first of all, we have to import the NumPy. So we can give an alias name, or directly we can use this file name. So I mean package name. So I will use the alias name NumPy as np, and now we'll create an array. Some a is equal to np dot array function. We have to use the array function to create ND array. So in that function we have to pass either a tuple or a list. So first I will pass the list and I will show you. So print a, so this will print the array. So first we have to save the file. And create.py. So if you execute this one, the array will be created, and see, you can see 1 2 3 has been printed, right? So if you are not giving this alias name, we have to call this array function directly by using the library file. So this will also give the same result. Yes, okay. And also we can give the tuple instead of list. We can also give the tuple as a parameter to the array function. See again. So still we are getting the same answer, right? So we can give an array, I mean a list or a tuple. Now, so how to create the one-dimensional array? See, as we have said that some d is equal to some numpy dot array of some 54, which gives, which gives the 0-dimensional array. So there is no dimension, so it will give only one element. So you can observe here, see 54, and if it is a one-dimensional array, I will give you here. See, C is equal to numpy dot array of. So this is a one-dimensional array which we have already given 1 2 3. Now I will give a two-dimensional array. So for the two-dimensional array, we have to pass the two sublist, okay, two lists. So 4 5 and 6. So this you can see, this is the two-dimensional array. See, you can observe here. So this is a two-dimensional array. You can see the matrix format 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so this is the matrix format. Next, coming to a three-dimensional array, it's nothing but see, array with two-dimensional arrays. So numpy dot array of. So I have to pass the two dimensions. So this is one dimension, comma, and one more dimension I am giving 7, 8, 9, and one more dimension 0, 1, 2. so second dimension. So here you can observe, so this is the third one, 3 dimension. So if you print this one, again you will get, sorry, there is some sort of error. See, so list indices must be integers or slices, not tuple. Perhaps we missed a comma. Okay, so somewhere we have missed the comma. Yeah, here. See. Now we'll get this one. See. Yes. So you can observe here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. And in order to get the dimension of particular thing, so you have to use ndim. Okay. So you can go with the a dot ndim. So we will get the dimension of array A. So if you execute this one, see, dimension is 1 dimension A. Now we will go with the B. So B dot ndim. What is the dimension of array B? So we will get 0 because it's an 0 dimension array. Okay. Now C dot ndim. You can observe here. See, the third one, it is 2. So that means C is having 2 dimensional array. So you can observe here. And we also check for the last one, print D dot ndim. See, if you execute this one, we will get the third 3 dimensions, right? So A is a 1 dimension. See, this is a which is a 1 dimension. Second one B is a 54, only single element. That's why we call it as a 0 dimension. And the third one is 2. So that means that C is of 2 dimension, D is of 3 dimension. Right? And also we can check the object type by using this type function, type of A. You can observe by using this type function, we'll get what type of data is, what type of object is assigned. So you can observe here. So we are checking the type of A, which is given as ND array, which is of numpy, right? So similarly, you can also check for type of B, which again gives the ND array, because A, B, C, D here all are ND arrays, right? So hope you understood. So that's why this is only one element and this is a 0 dimension. Okay, so this is how we can create the ND arrays in NumPy. So we can give an alias name for the library, or directly we can call the functions with the help of library name. When we have to pass an argument for the array function in order to create the ND array, so this parameter can be, this argument can be either list or a tuple. So depends upon the dimension, we have to pass the argument in the array function, right? So in this session we have seen, so creation of NumPy, ND array, and creation of different dimensional arrays, and we have also seen a n dimension ending, the word ending, and also the type function, right? So hope you have understood this one. So if you are having any doubts regarding this basic introduction to NumPy, so feel free to post your doubts in the comment section, so that definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really understood my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.